So I'm back with my full impression or final impressions on a clone of Parfums de Marly Sedley. It is by Fragrance World. It's obviously, uh, yeah, a complete knockoff. Sedley by Fragrance World. This is, for anybody who's not familiar with Sedley, it is really it's obviously by the House of Parfums de Marly. It's a citrus fragrance. It's a fresh fragrance. It has a creamy, minty, almost barbershoppy kind of vibe to it, but it's light and airy. It's got the seductiveness about it. It's got a kind of shaving cream though vibe to it. You pick up the mint, and there's this big, heavy dose of citrus. It smells sexy. It smells seductive. It smells fresh. It is a very good fragrance. It's pretty versatile too. I mean, you can wear it in the spring and summer, obviously, but you can also get away with it wearing it year round. That mint does wonders in the cold as well. It really kind of just pops out and it works. So anyway, it's one of my favorite fresh fragrances from them. They got a ton: Percival, Greenlee, Galloway. They have a ton of fresh fragrances as well as obviously Oriental fragrances, but my favorite fresh fragrance from them, I think, probably is Sedley, then Greenlee, then Percival. But anyway, then Galloway. But Galloway's good too. But anyway, so this is Sedley from Fragrance World. I've had a chance to wear this now and, actually give feedback on performance, the scent profile. First impressions of this, I thought it smelled really close in the air. I'm going to spray them now side by side. The first time I'm going to be testing them side by side, let you know how close it actually is scent profile wise. I will say, like I said, initial impressions, this was pretty spot on, at least in the sillage from scent memory. Now, let's see actually how it is now. Atomizer's not bad on this. Yeah, you instantly get that creamy mint. It's just like, again, kind of like barbershoppy smell, like foamy, like if you put shaving cream on, something like Barbasol almost, but like a very high-end shaving cream with a heavy dose of citrus. That's really what you get out of this. It smells really good though. Again, it's very seductive. It's different. It's unique. It's not like a bunch of other fragrances. It's got its own scent profile. It is very unique. Again, it's a very wearable, almost barbershop style fragrance without being mature. It certainly comes off still as being playful, youthful. You could wear this. Anybody could wear this. You could wear this if you're older. You could wear it if you're younger. It's very versatile. Very good. Very good. Let me compare it to the real one. All right. Now, Sedley, they already reformulated this. Now, this is one of the rare instances where the older batches actually are worse than the newer batches. The older batches, and I have both. I got the other one on accident. But the older batches, the performance lasted maybe 2 hours. It was like Elysium, on your skin. The new ones actually last. I mean, you'll get 7 hours out of the new batches, no problem. So if you're getting a batch of it, make sure it's newer. And by newer, I mean maybe 2021 to be safe. Anything newer than that, I would try to get the newest batch you can get. Again, since they reformulated it, it lasts a heck of a lot longer. Atomizers on both are about the same. Smelling it just in the air, again, there is a quality difference. Much the same as the Raja Elysium clone I just did, the comparison. There is a clear quality difference. Also, you get a lot more citrus in the opening in the real one, whereas this you get more mint. This smells just in general more powerful, more fresher. Something I'm noticing with a lot of the Fragrance World fragrances is they are diluted. They don't come off as heavy. They don't seem as concentrated, even though they say eau de parfum concentration. They don't seem as concentrated. They don't last as long as a lot of the clones, what they're actually cloning, the originals. Now, quickly after you spray Sedley, a lot of that citrus starts to fade. So scent profile-wise, it gets a lot closer. You start getting some more of that mint. And actually, now I'm picking up the Fragrance World better on the strip now that the citrus has already started to fade. Okay, I take that back. This is still stronger, the real one. It's definitely more citrus forward, the real one. The clone has more of that mint, but they both have a heavy dose of citrus in the opening. Performance-wise, I'd say these are really close, though. This is closer than Dua's. Dua's, to me, smells like toothpaste. I mean, it's got the general idea down, but I think it does not smell good. It's not something I would wear. Other than that, King's is the closest. King Fragrances has one called, I think it's Nobility. That smells very close, maybe even closer than this. The issue is you get a 30 mil of that. I mean, they're cheaper than most clone houses. I think it's $32 before discount. But this, you get 100 mil for, I want to say I paid maybe 50, 45. So you get a lot more for your money, even though I think the King's might be a tad closer, maybe. But this is really close. This is definitely closer than the Elysium clone was. It smells a lot closer, especially as the dry down starts to kick in. Now, I've worn, and honestly, I think it's close enough where you don't need to get the real one if you're just looking for something that's really close, which was my opinion or my intention in picking this up. Aside from reviewing it, is I didn't want to wear Sedley all the time because it is kind of expensive. I wanted something that I could just wear out running errands and not feel like I was wasting it. This is perfect. It allows me to wear Sedley a lot more without really having to worry about any of that. Now, performance on this it's good. It's not as good as the new batches of Sedley, but it's not as bad as the old batches of Sedley. So I get about, I'd say 6 hours. Now, it's not as loud as the real one. The real one pops off your skin more, projections a little better. This sits closer to your skin, but I still get 5 or 6 hours out of it, closer to the 6 hour range. And for the money, this is not a bad buy at all. Again, it is very close scent profile-wise. Now, comparing them in the opening, they're kind of different. You're going to get a lot more of that citrus in the opening of the real one. You're going to get more of the mint in this one. But as they start to settle down very quickly, you know, just while I'm doing this video, they got really close. So this is not, it's not bad. Not bad at all for the money. I would, if you're looking for Sedley, or you say you want to try Sedley, you don't want to drop the money on Sedley, get this. Pick this up. I got it from the used store. Again, it was $50. You might be able to get cheaper elsewhere. I don't know. I did our best offer. I think it was 50 or 45. Might even been 45. And for that, you know, you can't go wrong. It smells very close. And if you want an idea, I think maybe I like Sedley, but I don't want to drop the money yet, pick this up. This is extremely close. It's going to at least let you know if you like the scent profile. And then if you do want to drop the money on the real PDM, go ahead and do it. Again, I don't think it's necessary. I will say, had I known, now I'm a PDM fan, I'm a huge PDM fan, so, you know, I like having it, but had I known how close this was and had this been out before I picked up my bottles of Sedley, I don't, now having that, you know, kind of hindsight, I don't think I would have bought this if I could have just bought this, okay? They are that close, especially if you are conscious about money and, you know, kind of concerned about that for whatever, but yeah, way closer than the Elysium clone was. This one is a good pickup. Again, it's not as strong as the new batches of Sedley. Stronger than the older batches, though. It's not good in between. For the money, it's not bad at all, man. Again, I think I did 45, maybe $50 after doing the best offer. Got it from the eBay, got it from the oud store. I'm sure you can find it elsewhere. I know it was sold out for a while, though, but yeah, I mean, this is a great pickup.